Hi guys, NIO stock keeps on dropping slowly, but the question here is, should you be selling your NIO stock? Well, when we look at the facts, we can see that NIO just keeps on increasing their fundamentals. It's becoming a better company. We're getting more ratings out of different firms. For example, the latest rating came from CITIC, which gave NIO a buy rating of $45. Not only that, looking at what's going to happen in the coming months, NIO should be right now hovering around $50 and going up. Just look at it. We're going to have NIO Day. The ET5 will be coming. The factory is up and running. We're going to have all these good stuff happening with NIO. We have got over 530 swap stations right now. The cars are selling like hotcakes in China. There's a huge demand. We don't have to forget, like, China is a big market. It's the biggest market in the whole world, and NIO's cars are selling big there. Not only that, but when you look at the numbers, you can see we had over 10,000 cars sold last month. This month we're gonna do something similar, because the last quarter of the year, the fourth quarter, is the best quarter for any company, any vehicle company. It's the best quarter, the last quarter. I'm expecting around 30,000 cars sold in the last quarter of the year, which is a great number, guys. Can you imagine 30,000 cars sold? That's, when you look at it in yearly numbers, it's around 120,000 cars sold a year. But when we have the factory up and running full capacity, we're gonna have around 300,000 cars a year starting from January. Unbelievable, guys. We're gonna have around 30,000 cars a month, 25 to 30,000 cars a month production. I got some more numbers concerning the holiday time in China, and people are traveling during these times. For example, when we compare NIO to Xpeng or LiAuto, we can see that NIO users also had the most accumulative mileages in all of the driving done by 8.85 million kilometers. That's higher than LiAuto's 6.43 million kilometers and Xpeng's 4.03 million kilometers. What's very notable here is NIO drove double the amount of Xpeng with their assisted driving systems. This just shows us that we have the best technology in that field for sure. People choose NIO also for the assisted driving systems, because just look at it. Xpeng sells just as much cars as NIO, and they drive half the amount of time with their assisted driving. So the company really showed themselves in the Chinese market what they're all about. People know that NIO is all about level 4 autonomous driving. That's why they also choose the NIO, and we can see it by the miles, by the million kilometers that people are driving. LiAuto is at around 6.43 million kilometers, which is also great. And the swap stations have been used heavily in the last couple of weeks. The peak moment for any swap station was 118 times a day. So this is just amazing, guys. It shows us that swap stations truly are the future. Can you imagine one swap station already swapped 118 batteries a day? That's like an average of around 5 swaps an hour, which is amazing, guys. These numbers are, by the way, from October the 1st to October the 7th. And not only that, but NIO users drove a total of 63 million kilometers during that period of time, and LiAuto drove 48.71 million kilometers, and Xpeng drove 45.95 million kilometers. Something is really fishy here, if you ask me, because when we look at the numbers, Xpeng sells a lot of cars, just like NIO and LiAuto, but the people owning Xpeng's cars drove way less. How can this be? How is this possible that you're selling just as much cars as a NIO and as a Xpeng, but you're driving half of the time? Well, I think that there is one explanation. It's that a lot of Xpeng cars are bought by companies which don't use them, or they are rental cars that sit on the parking lots. And let's not forget, a couple of months ago, Xpeng got in the heat because of rumors going around, papers going around, and an article talking about XPeng sells their cars to their own subsidiary companies, rental companies, just so they can claim they sold these amounts of cars, even though those cars aren't really being driven or being used optimally like it should. It's just to pump their numbers up. This can indicate something in that matter, although I'm a little bit skeptical. But XPeng does seem to be a growing company right now, just doing very well. Not as good as NIO, of course, but it's a great company, and I like the design of their car. So what's up for NIO in the next coming months? As I told you guys, I'm expecting 30,000 sales figure for the last quarter. And the stock price, what's happening with it right now? Well, when we look at the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, overall we tipped over the top right now, and it's going a little bit downwards, as we can see. But what's going to happen with NIO? Well, the future, we can't predict it. Anything that's happening with China right now, every small little wrong mistake or article that they bring out is so sensitive with China right now. It can trigger any stock to go down. Just look at Alibaba, it went up just because of some talks with the US. So anything can happen with NIO. I personally, I'm not thinking about the coming months right now, because I got a long-term plan with NIO. And in the long term, I know for sure I'm gonna make a couple of millions with NIO, because of the position I started in NIO. A lot of people can make a lot of money with NIO for sure, if you just keep on long term. I'm planning to retire with NIO, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And looking at what's happening right now, the stock hovering around $35, $36. I'm not afraid one little bit. If I had some more money right now, I would buy some more, but I'm telling you guys, I don't have any money left, because I've been keeping and buying and buying and buying these dips. I'm averaging pretty low still, and I got a lot of shares, but still I would like to buy some more, because NIO will happen. NIO will just break out. Believe me, it will break out just like it did with Tesla. And when we compare NIO with Tesla right now, we can see that for the last quarter, we can see that NIO had roughly around a revenue of $1 billion US, and Tesla has roughly a revenue of 10 billion. So Tesla right now has 10 times more of a revenue, and not only the revenue, but they're also profitable right now. But is Tesla worth 10 times that of NIO right now? I wouldn't say Tesla is worth 10x NIO right now. I would say Tesla is overvalued and NIO is undervalued right now. Of course, Tesla is a better company right now because of how big they are right now, how much they're producing, their image, their brand. But NIO will follow them up. Don't forget that it took Tesla to 12 years, 11 years to sell 100,000 Tesla cars, but it took NIO only 4 or 5 years to do the same. So these Chinese are rapidly expanding, and I would be on the lookout, because it's going to happen sooner or later. I wouldn't like to be outside of the money when NIO starts moving like it did last year. I'm predicting by the end of the year we're gonna see a forward movement to $50. That's my end of the year prediction. And with NIO Day coming in January, it's very possible we're going to get up to $60 again and break that all-time high.